Hi, this is Brian Basic with Polaris Marketing Solutions. Today, I'm going to talk about one of the more frustrating things that some of my customers have come to me with over the past several months. And that is, what do you do when Google reviews either disappear or never show up in the first place? It is a problem that is common across a lot of my customers, especially if it's a new business trying to get a foothold with reviews starting out. This is a pain in the butt. And it is not something that you can just push to the side to say, forget about it. I'm just not going to deal with it because, as you know, reviews are very important when it comes to ranking, and it's important when it comes to people just looking at your business and making a buying decision. And so it's certainly not something that you can just cast on the side and say, I'm not going to deal with it. You have to deal with it. And so what I'd like to do today is just going to walk you through a couple of ways to try to get those reviews released so that you can have those reviews begin to accumulate and you can kind of build some momentum here. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to ask your customer if they could repost or edit their current review. Here's an example. It's one review. This is the only one that it shows to me, but it doesn't show to the customer. And so this is my review. Again, it's not showing. And so what I can do here is I can have the customer go, and they'll have the same button here as well. You can just hit edit. And this will allow the customer to edit their review that is not showing up. And when you edit it and repost it, it's going to be treated as a new review. If it got held up in the filter before, there is a chance that just reposting it with a slight edit will make a big difference. And so this is certainly the easiest thing to do. And you want to go ahead and just try this. Step number 2 is if this doesn't work, then you'll want to go into a more difficult process, but it's certainly one that's worth the effort. So the first thing you want to do is to ask the customer to go ahead and take a screenshot and have them send it to you. If you want to use that PDF that I have attached to this to send to your customer that may be a little bit in the dark on how to do this, you can go ahead and do this. Once you get that, you're going to go through the following process. You go to support.google.com/business. When you go to that URL, you'll come to this page. And on this page, you'll have a couple of options here. We're going to go ahead and just go down here and pick the one that says fix issue with your business profile. When you do that, it's going to open up a couple other options for you. We're going to go ahead and pick the one that says fix error. When you do this, it's going to bring you to a fixed error page. And one of the options that you're going to have here is understanding missing and delayed reviews. Click on this button. When you do this, you're going to come to this page right here, understanding missing delays. They're going to try to educate you on what this is. Again, assuming that these are legit reviews, we're going to just bypass this. We're going to come down here and contact support for assistance. Okay, so now it's going to say, this is the contact us. They're going to ask, hey, what can we help you with? And so for this, I'm going to go ahead and just select something here. I'm going to go ahead and select Eagle Roofing as an example. Okay, so we're going to select this. Tell us what we can help with. And I'm going to say contact support for missing reviews. Okay, you're going to go ahead and hit the next button. Okay, so it's going to ask what's going on here. You're going to say reviews missing. Select that, next step. Okay, so this is going to be the resource page. A little confusing. You don't need any of these, so don't press any of these. What you're going to do is go to the next step where they're going to ask you for more detailed information. Okay, so now the contact option. So what's your email? And so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and fill this out. It's going to ask you a number of questions. I'm going to go ahead and say my name is Brian Basic. I'm going to come down here. My email address is here. My phone number is going to be here. I'm going to put that in here. What is your relation to the ship of the business? I'm going to say I work as an agency owner of this one. If you need to, please submit an attached file. This is where you want to submit those screenshots that you received and go ahead and put them in there. Obviously, the business name you want to do, the address. You'll want to answer the rest of the question. And how many reviews, were the reviews being published on the profile? Answer these questions. There's just a number of these. And try to be nice. Realize that they probably get a lot of people that vent at this point because they're just frustrated. And just think, if you were on the other end of this email, what would you want to see? Just be kind and just say, you know what, I've worked really hard. I've gotten my customers that have given me reviews. They've spent the time to do that. I've deserved these reviews. I'd like you to reconsider this. I greatly appreciate your reconsideration efforts, and just say thank you. And that's pretty much it. So once you submit, you're done. And the next step would be to wait. It should be a week or two before you get some type of response from Google saying, here's what we did, or you just have the reviews show up. You may have, out of the 5 that you appealed, maybe 3 show up. And so what we found out is once you get a couple of these going, the rest of them or other ones will begin to follow. And so again, this is an important process to go through. Please don't give up on it. It's one that is certainly worth the effort. And so if you have any questions, please let us know. But again, this is the way to kind of do this. You've got two options. One is the easier of the two, but you've got to do either or both of these depending on your success. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a phone call, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.